After years of rejection, hundreds of residents in Regions 5 and 6 were allocated house lots. This was made possible by a land allocation outreach undertaken by the Central Housing and Planning Authority. This exercise was led by a minister within the Ministry of Communities with responsibility for housing, the Honourable Annette Ferguson. In this edition of InfoHub Extended, we take a look at some of the persons who will soon be building their own homes and enjoy the good life as promised by the coalition government.
Are you ready to embark on a truly epic adventure to an undiscovered corner of South America, where some of the most spectacular natural attractions are unveiled within a beautifully diverse landscape? From the wetlands and savannas to the ancient mountains, magnificent waterways and lush and enriching rainforest would provide a vast playground for some of the most exotic and breathtaking creatures on the planet, including many of the world's giant species. This untouched land of mystery and wonder serves up an exclusive experience for travelers. So are you ready for a new, awe-inspiring adventure? Welcome back to nature. Welcome to Guyana.
"25-year-old Teresa Phillips, who hails from Criverton, Berbice, Region 6, was among the hundreds who received house lots. A single parent of a 7-year-old daughter, the young lady is now one step closer to home ownership. The elated young lady, who lives with her aunt, said there were not enough words to describe her emotions now that she is in a position to own her own home. She had submitted her application back in 2015.
I am so overwhelmed. Words can't explain how I feel at this moment, because as a young person and a young mother, I've always wanted to own my own home, and I've been wanting that for a very long time, and today I was blessed. So the feeling is indescribable.
While living with her aunt is not a bad thing, Phillips explained that it is her daughter's dream to one day have her own room. Like any parent, Phillips is determined to fulfill the wishes of her daughter. Now that she is in receipt of a plot of land, fulfilling her daughter's dream will soon become a reality.
As a young person with a daughter who has dreams of owning her own room, I just want to get my own so that she can acquire her dreams.
The outreach saw residents receiving house lots in number 75 Village, number 79 Village, Williamsburg and Hampshire in Region 6. In Region 5, lots were distributed in experiment. For Lishwanti Abraham, the 12-year wait is over. Abraham, who is also from Criverton, was allocated a plot of land at number 75 Village, having applied back in 2007.
I'm happy that I get a chance to get a house back because upon each land, so I'm happy.
Abraham said that for several years, she paid rent which became burdensome. Presently, she lives in a small section of her grandmother's house with her son, daughter, and husband. While she's not uncomfortable, she is delighted that very soon, living in a tight space will be a thing of the past.
I feel happy. I am happy that I get a house back and I could able to build a house and comfort it with everything. So it's good. Good feeling right now.
Minister Ferguson, while making remarks at the opening of the outreach, said the government has been working diligently to ensure lands are made available so that all Guyanese can benefit and not a selected few.
I know for a fact that lives can be transformed. While we all would want to see lights in our streets, our bridges fixed, our roads fixed, but most importantly, the major need for any human is that of having a roof over your head.
Minister Ferguson told the residents that the coalition government, since taking office, has created several housing solutions to ensure citizens can enjoy a good life as promised.
So the whole focus of your government is to ensure that at least we provide not only, middle income earners, but, poor people, low income owners, a suitable housing solution.
For Sonia Gravesandi, the land allocation outreach is the housing solution that she needed. Gravesandi related that she had applied for a plot of land 19 years ago, long before she was married. After being denied, she became frustrated.
It was the first time I went to apply for a land. I was not married at that time, and the person who interviewed me said that because I'm not married, I don't have a kid, I could not have gotten a land. And I'm very happy today to receive this land title.
Gravesandi said that prior to receiving the lot, she and her husband were making plans to purchase a home.
I must give God thanks and praise because without him I could not have gotten this. I keep praying for this, and only a couple nights I was talking to my husband and we were thinking of going to buy a house and land. He was telling me to go to the bank to see if they have any to sell, but I'm very happy that I could own my own one and build the house that I wanted to build. I have my picture and everything well stored.
Now that she is a landowner, Gravesandi stated that she will be looking to start her family very soon, adding children to the picture. Oswin Pillow and Irvin Passad are two happy citizens. They are pleased and looking forward to elevating themselves.
Honestly, my heart is overjoyed. I'm extremely happy that I could have applied and get through at this point in time. The next step is to start building. Great things happening in 2020, so if I start building in 2020, it's like I'm part of the movement.
Well, it means I'm going to be moving on to a better life. From where I'm living, if I'm renting, whatever the case might be, I'll be moving on now.
Minister Ferguson described the exercise as very emotional for many. She expressed elation that the coalition government was able to make dreams come true for many who have waited years to be allocated land.
A lot of persons I know for a fact, they felt elated. Persons, actually broke down in tears because they have been waiting for a number of years just to be a landowner. So, we were able to make it possible today.
Ronita Griffith, who hails from Region 6, was one of those persons. Griffith noted that she currently resides with her mother and is elated that very soon she would be able to own her own home.
The feeling is unexplainable. I'm lost for words. I'm really excited and I'm happy and I'm so excited because this is something I've always wanted for a really long time and I finally got it.
Baby Hercules shared similar sentiments.
Well, I'm happy and thanks to the government and all the ministers because since 2007 I made an application and I finally got through now.
After a 10-year wait, Alitia Gray said that she is one step closer to coming from under her mother's wings.
I must say I'm very happy. Firstly, I want to thank God for this because I would have prayed about it and He came through for me. And also I want to thank the government for making this opportunity possible because I've been living with my mom, so it feels good knowing that I'll be off on my own. I know that I cannot accomplish, building this house all by myself because God is my strength. So through Him, I know I can get it done.
Also receiving his house lot was businessman Alvin Harry, who operates the Curveton to Georgetown route. Harry, who applied way back in 2000, thanked the government, noting that he will soon be able to construct a house of his own and live comfortably with his family.
I feel glad and happy. I feel glad, happy now I could put up my own house, and as soon as I'm ready, I could start building as early as possible. Happy year. Yeah, get their own space to themselves so everybody could decide where they want to do. If they want to come with me or they want to stay with their grandmother in Race Course.
The 2-day exercise proved to be a successful venture. The government was able to fulfill another promise made to the Guyanese people, that is, ensuring housing for all. Minister Ferguson highlighted that it also allowed the government to tackle a serious issue that it was faced with when coming into office, that is, the backlog of house lot applications.
we were able to put smile on faces of persons in both regions number 5 and 6.
The exercise focused on ensuring that persons who had applied from 2010 and prior received their house lots first. However, due to the overwhelming response and the availability of land in both regions, persons with more recent applications capitalized on the opportunity to have their applications processed and receive their house lots.
What we found is that persons turned up with, 2011, 2012, 2013, and more so recent applications. So with the reserve that we had, we were able to service those people. As I said before, persons left here very, upbeat because of, what we were able to give them today. And indeed, in the past, we all are aware that housing was a major issue, and even when we got into government, we met a number of applications on file, right? And as time went by from 2015 to now, we were able to, service many applications, based on the lands that we have.
The minister stated that the government remains committed to the 4 pillars that His Excellency President David Granger laid out to develop the housing sector. The first is reorientation. This is ensuring that those who are in need of a house lot must be given priority. The other is regionalization. This speaks to the Housing Solutions project being undertaken by the CHNPA regionally. The third pillar is resources. Resources, the minister said, is ensuring that before house lots are allocated, that the communities have all the basic amenities. The fourth pillar speaks to regularization, which deals with finding solutions for persons who are squatting.
This has been InfoHub Extended. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.